Good evening, UHAS. As you can see, this is a special edition, and we are coming to you right from the Asogli Hall of Residents. I'm Juliet.
And I'm Zenas. Let's look at what is coming up in the show. SRC is considering 2,000 Ghana cedis for the cost of nomination form for the presidential race in the 2022 elections.
Melsa UHAS had a health screening exercise at the Trafalgar taxi rank. We'll be speaking about that too.
It's Saturday, the 30th of July, 2022. You're welcome to the show.
Welcome to another beautiful show.
Coming to you from the Asogli Hall of Residence, one of UHA's newest halls of residence.
Newest beautiful
hall of residence.
Yeah. All right, so here are the prizes of the forms in consideration for the following categories. SRC Federal President, 2,000 Ghana cedis. For SRC Federal Executive, 1,500. Local NUCS President, 1,500. Speaker of Parliament, 1,500. Provincial SRC President, 1,500. Local NUCS Executive, 1,000. Provincial SRC Executive, 1,000. So basically the range is from 2,000 to
so it means that the minimum is 1,000.
Exactly.
So let's look at some comments from people. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, so the first one says, what are they going to use this money for?
Another says, where do they expect students to get this money from?
This one says that this is some of the reason why people resort to stealing when they come into office. Welcome back to the show. Now, a verifiable source or authentic source has told you as basically that the SRC is considering 2,000 cities for the. This one says that they are conducting an election using maintenance website. That is, if we are sticking to the online stationery and logistics. If we are going to ballot, mind you, the vetting panel will be refreshed. So this person is justifying the 2,000.
Okay, someone also says, last year was just 450 cities, but everything was smooth. So there's no point in this, my G.
Someone also says that even if the website was messing up, how much does it cost to fix it?
Someone says, upon all that, they will come and run an election. Upon all that, they will come and run an election that will only produce a winner 1 month to a new election. Oh my.
Referring to what happened last year.
Yeah.
Someone says, imagine losing after the investments and now understand the aggression behind candidates. Not just you, as I mean everywhere.
Someone says, last year 450, then this year times 4. Emojis.
Someone else says, students were actually able to defend the 2,000 Ghana forms. Hey, how much did Nanado buy his forms for? How much did Nanado even buy his forms? This is how we engineer our politicians to become corrupt, because they do everything to get their money back, and that is actually a true point.
Yeah, this corruption thing.
Yeah.
Another says, share. So that you give them the opportunity to appoint acting executives for a year.
Last one also
serious.
Last one also says this is like telling someone to look for money and then pay when you come into office, and they do replace it. So these are just one of the many comments. Yeah, some on Twitter. I'm just hoping I can get it in time.
Okay. And really, these are truths they are speaking, because
exactly
looking at what has been happening and before 415 krana, the person is now in position just a month to go. So this is serious case, and
so I have a few from Twitter. So this one is from Harrison, who says that it is way too much, but it should be cheap though. This is Quick, who says that flag bearer forms grabby, how much? We have one from Justice Kwashi, who says that is it only for the rich? Do we have to pay to serve the institution? If yes, then we have to be paid after serving. Then we have one from Boaten, which says the question is, what do they seek to achieve with this increment? And finally from Kobe, who says that then this goes where? So those are the comments from people from social media. So we were here at Asogli Hall, and then we spoke to students about it. So let's take a look at that interview.
Actually, personally, the SRC, this one, I don't have much information about how the system goes on, but I've seen that the forms, they are too expensive. And to my knowledge, I feel, students shouldn't be given that kind of amount to pay for a nomination form. Eventually, some are going to fail and some are going to succeed. So I feel maybe it's the school that's supposed to sponsor in these kind of things, at least to reduce the price. Not even more than 500 Ghana cedis. But right now, I've seen that even for the SRC president, 2,000 Ghana cedis. Well, I've heard it's not yet affirmed, or they have not yet confirmed. Sure, because some of my friends were going for the positions, but right now, as the amounts are in, I don't think they will go again money. Some people they are struggling to pay their school fees and are going to use 1,000 Ghana cedis or 2,000 cedis to go and pick a form that you are not even sure whether you are going to win the election or not.
Should I agree with him? Thank you so much.
2,000 Ghana cedis. I think it's too much for a student. You get it? Because we are all students, and then they want to vie for positions. So you get it. 2,000 is a very huge amount. 2,000 is basically someone's salary, a teacher, a business school teacher's salary. So me, I find it to be it's too much. Yeah. I don't know whether it's true or not, but it's too much.
Do you share the same?
Yeah, it's my colleague. I believe that will be marginalizing the poor, those who don't have enough funds to, but have the ability to vie for such positions. It will put them at a risk. So I believe it's too much.
When you go to Legon and KNUST, I mean, they pay something similar or something more than that.
I don't believe you can compare the politics here to the politics over there. Yeah, so until we reach such a standard, we cannot do what we believe they are doing here.
Legon is far more developed than UHAS. UHAS is only 10 years. Legon has been in the existence since the 90s. So you can't compare Legon to UHAS. Yeah.
Well, actually, it's quite outrageous for me. Yes, it's too outrageous because 2,000 cedis, 1,500, right? It's quite a price, and as students, that's even some of our school fees, or almost near our school fees. So I think, if possible, it should be reduced, right? Because these are positions of service, and if money is going to hinder someone from serving the school, then I don't think it's, within rationality. So yeah, that's a bit.
I like what you just said because they are not even assured that they are going to get the position in the first place.
They will be discouraged because 2,000 is quite a lot. Even 50 cedis for mere departmental awards, we are running away. 2,000 is quite.
All right, so we are still here at Asoli. You're trying to find views from people about the proposed cost of nomination form for this year's presidential election, which is 2,000 Ghana cedis. So for me, should the SRC be charging aspirants 2,000 Ghana cedis?
2,000 Ghana cedis? No, I don't think so.
Why?
Because looking at the way the economy is going, things are becoming expensive, and 2,000 cedis, it's a lot of money to talk about. So I don't think so.
What about you?
Well, I think 2,000 cedis is quite fair.
Why?
Well, in the sense that whoever is going to be the SRC president has to be someone who is financially stable enough to contribute some quota towards the school financially. So I think it's fair, yeah.
But some are saying that it was 400 last year and it has jumped to 2,000. That is too much. Like it's way overboard.
True. Yeah.
Well, we want to compete with schools such as Legon and Tech, and we can't move from 400 to 800. We have to go beyond the bar. You get it?
I was interviewing some people earlier, and they shared the sentiment that the SRC hasn't got to where Legon and Tech, because those schools have been in existence for years now, so we should take things slowly.
So if you know you don't have the money, just don't go. Like, yeah, that is it.
Do you agree with it?
No, because UHAS is for all, the rich, the poor. I don't think going for SRC should be based on how much money you have. I think it should be available to all criteria of people.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
I think we should be pragmatic about this. I mean, we have to bring someone who can actually help the school financially, not just someone who is going to come and bring budgets which you are not going to be able to pay for. The person who is in office should be able to contribute something. That's my entire point. You get it?
Something, but not everything. He's leading us. So we are supposed to support him financially too, since the policies he will implement will help all of us. So it should be a team effort, not only the SRC president.
But some people have raised concerns that the Russia-Ukraine war, inflation and all that is pushing the price up. So if not 2,000, how much do you think they should have chosen? Last year was 400, so how much do you think would have?
I think 1,000. Yes, I think.
So what about someone who comes from the average Ghanaian home where maybe 2,000 is too much for the person and all that? How does this person, and the person has the interest, how does this person stand for the position?
Well, it still stands at the criteria it's 2,000 cedis. So if the person is so interested in it, I'm sure that no matter what, the person will be able to get the money. If you feel like you really have the capacity for it, you should be able to get the money, no matter what it takes.
All right, thank you very much.
Like, it's too much, because then we are students, actually, and then people are going around doing campaigning and a whole lot. And I also heard that they are saying there's not enough money to then generate funds for the election, and I don't think 2,000 Ghana cedis, because it's too much. And I heard about 15 students are also going for the federal SRC too. So then I feel it is too much for people. That's what I feel.
Do you think they might be trying to do this to limit the number going for the presidential position?
I don't think so. I don't think, because if somebody is really determined to win this, even if it is 10,000 Ghana cedis, the person can afford, the person will pay. So now I don't think this is to limit the number of people who are going for that particular position.
But what you said is really true, because you add something small, you're paying your school fees. So where are these students going to get this money from, right?
I don't know, because then this one is also linked to politics.
Yeah.
It's linked to politics, and then from there you might become someone in the NDC, you might become someone in the, so then who knows, probably your MP back at home is sponsoring you. So then I think this is too much, because all of a sudden I heard it was 400 cedis last semester. So then why this semester is 2,000? It's more than 100% increment. It's that bad. It's that bad.
So we're out here finding out opinions from students about the cost of nomination from the proposed amount, which is 2,000 Ghana cedis. So I want to find out from you what you think about it.
Honestly, I don't know what they were taking earlier. I don't know if the forms for the presidential candidacy was like they were paying for it earlier, but 2,000 is quite a lot for someone who is going to aspire, and then looking at how like just one person is going to win out of the lot. So like 2,000 is quite a huge amount of money, considering that most people are going to lose, and obviously just one person is going to be crowned the winner. So it's quite a lot. Unless the SRC has an agenda they are pushing by, bringing up the 2,000, I don't see the need in actually going forward with this kind of plan.
But they are saying that they have a reason for the 2,000.
They have a reason.
It's justifiable.
That's justifiable. Has it been shared?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Then we are here to find out. So if it's justifiable, then obviously.
So you think that the 2,000 is way too much? But they mentioned the likes of KNUST of Legon, where they pay something similar or slightly less.
If you're comparing yourself to KNUST and Legon, then you have to have a whole lot of things. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, they have a whole lot of facilities, and obviously they've been in existence for way longer. So you cannot compare yourself to KNUST as at this point in time, and then actually taking that kind of money from people just to contest for SRC presidential candidacy. So I believe that it's quite a huge amount of money, and then if they have a tangible reason, then I believe we can wait and then hear them out. Who knows? Maybe it's actually tangible like they're saying. If not, like honestly, I don't see the need, and I don't see the reason why someone will actually spend that much money just to lose as a presidential candidate.
All right, so those are some of the views of people we spoke to. And I mean, they've not even started campaigning.
Exactly.
This is just a starting point. So much more to do, and this is the starting point, the amount to start with. This is a whole lot.
And so much money goes into the election process itself, a lot of money.
And I'm kind of thinking whether they want to reduce the people who actually go into it, because this year, 15 and more, about 15. So like...
It can be a strategy. I mean, someone told me that it's a strategy to reduce the number of people who are going to stand, but no one actually knows. But then 2,000 cities, it's quite a lot for people. Let us know in the comment section what you think about it. Do you think that the candidate should be allowed to pay 2,000 cedis? You can go to our social media pages. We have a poll on Twitter and on YouTube, so you can go there and check it out and tell us it's a yes or no poll. So we're going to move on to our next story, which is the So as part of the week celebration, they were doing a screening in front of Trafalgar, the taxi rank.
Yeah, so MELSA is Medical Laboratory
Scientist Students Association. Yeah.
So
I think they were testing for Hep B also. A couple of my classmates went there to do Hep B.
blood group, malaria, sickling test.
Okay.
But did you go there?
No, I passed by. But there were lots of people there, so
Yeah.
they got the numbers, but I didn't go.
I was
to.
so happy at the numbers because I actually wanted to do a checkup, but I got there late after lectures
So
and
they were done.
they had
Okay.
closed. But I think it was a fruitful one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So you are still watching Good Evening UHAS. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Good Evening UHAS. This is your favorite part of the show where we are going to be taking your shoutouts. So you're going to take the first one.
All right. So shout outs to Royal Seed from an anonymous person.
Then from Roslyn, she says shout outs to Paulina and Laura of level 500 medical student. Congratulations on finishing your part 1A of the examination.
Okay, then from me to Emmanuel, level 500 medical students, the same shout out. Congratulations on finishing your exams.
Yes. So,
And
all right.
there's a last one.
Okay.
Shout outs to Team Zaku, hopeful.
Okay.
Hopeful.
Hopeful.
Yeah.
A lot of hopefuls this year. So let us know what you think in the comment section about the earlier discussion on election. Yeah. So and that is how. All right. Sure. Go on.
And make sure to share and like and subscribe if you haven't yet.
Yeah.
So that's how we bring.
End of Good Evening UHAS this edition. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, and so wherever you are, at whatever time you're watching this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, UHAS.
Bye.
Bye.